I'm WooKaLow, and this is WooKaLow TV, and I'm here with
Manthom Phenace.
Hey, what's up, guys? Tonight they're performing at the Canopy Club. You can also check them at Summer Camp Music Festival 2023. See them. They're going to be at the Illumination stage. So this is your guys' first time performing here?
Yes.
Yes. All right. Oh, where are you guys from?
We're from the Chicago area.
Chicago.
Okay. How did you guys come up with the name?
Actually, he came up with it.
I was in college at Valparaiso, Indiana. I did a year there, and I didn't really do any studying. But the best thing to come out of my time in Valparaiso in Indiana was the name Manthom Phenace, which one of my roommates actually came up with, and it just kind of stuck.
And he was like the cool kid.
I was not the cool kid.
No, the guy that made up the name.
Oh, he was the cool kid. Yeah, he was the cool kid.
Like he had the Hummer and everything.
We would go to the cornfield and do. If my mom's watching this, I'm sorry, but we would go to the cornfield and do acid in Indiana. Not a whole lot to do, but yeah, no, we're both huge nerds. We love Star Wars. Me, Star Trek a little bit more as of recently.
And,
don't take that personally.
And Golden Girls.
Well, I'll watch the Golden Girls every day of the week.
Okay. Man, that new Mandalorian, I'm not even done with it yet.
Yeah,
I'm not done with it yet. I'm not done with the new season. I'm not done with it yet.
You guys are way ahead of me.
I'm
like,
yeah, okay.
But yeah, no, we love Star Wars, and I was listening to a lot of Trues at the time and Mord Fustang. So you can see where that kind of went. Which, just switching the first letter. I was like, I'm going to keep it at this until I can find something better. Well, before that, it was Carlton with a K, because I was watching a lot of Fresh Prince. And then came Manthom Phenace, and I was like, all right, I'm going to keep it at Manthom Phenace until I think of something better. And I never did, and here we are.
All right.
When he came to me with the name, I thought it was like kind of cringy at first.
It's fair.
And then I just kind of I was like, okay, maybe it'll warm up to me. And then I heard like a mix by San Holo. So I was like, all right, if he's doing Star Wars, we can do Star Wars.
Hell yeah.
It is a Star Wars name.
Yeah, Han Solo.
It is, yeah.
So I was like, okay, that's dope.
Okay, that's sick. Okay.
Yeah, so shout out to San Holo.
Yeah, that's.
I like the thing he does with the camera.
Yeah.
How did you guys meet? Did you guys grow up together, or?
So we actually we're in the same vicinity, but we're 8 towns away from each other. This is kind of a crazy story. So I actually was with a girl that I was seeing for 6 months, and she got invited to a party, and it was at a friend of mine named Roaches, who we all became best friends with. Eric Roach. Shout out Eric Roach. And literally, I was in the basement of this party, and she basically just was like, "Yeah, I cheated on you," and we had a big argument and a little fight there, and then she just left the party, and I was kind of in the outside now, kind of all depressed. And he actually was DJing
on a controller.
Yeah, on a controller, and this girl kept coming up and just touching the knobs and the faders and everything. And so he just dipped for a second, and he saw I was upset, and he's like, "Hey man, do you want to talk about something? You want to talk about?" And we started talking about music and stuff like that. And then we realized we liked a lot of the same Bach, Tchaikovsky, and then we like a lot of the same blues, old style blues.
Okay.
And then we were like, "Yo, you want to jam sometime?" And it just came.
It was kind of an instant click.
Yeah, it was an instant click.
It was the most effortless conversation I think I've ever had, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Just dope.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's rare that happens.
Yeah, now that girl's married, but we're cool now. Shout out Jesse. It's cool.
Shout out Jesse. What made you guys do what you guys are doing now with the whole project that you guys are doing with the violent dubstep? And what's your guys' future holds? What do you guys want to see out of you guys yourselves?
Yeah, to answer your first question, I'll let you take the second half because you can answer that better. Your first question, it actually started off as kind of we were just fucking around. Sorry if I can swear. Can I swear?
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
it just started like we were messing around, and his parents are really cool. They let us like mess around in the basement, work on music, and see what we can do.
I was living at my parents' house at the time.
Yeah, and like we didn't necessarily knew what our sound was.
Okay.
So we just started making music, and we just started playing random shows. And our first, so we're from the same area Fall Out Boy's from.
Yeah.
Okay. Shit.
One of the first shows I ever been to, I was like maybe 6, 7 years old when my sister took me to see Fall Out Boy at the VFW Hall.
Yeah, VFW.
In the suburbs of Chicago.
Oh, yeah.
And that was like really the first ever show I've been to.
And like we started playing those same venues that they played as they got big. And our first show together was at Knights of Columbus. I don't know if you guys ever heard of that. It's like it's a big like
a veterans hall.
Veterans hall. It's like a club for vets, and they just hang out and drink.
Okay.
They had like a hall, and like they were like, yeah, you could throw a show here, and someone put us on the bill. And the guy that actually threw that show, he ended up getting deported like a few weeks later.
Oh shit.
Kelly, I hope you're doing good.
Yeah. And but shout out to him because like that like kind of blew up. And that first show, our homies who are also from our area, Cairo and Banco, were also on that lineup.
Yeah, they are. I just saw them. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah. And they blew up too, and like
they're doing pretty good.
They're doing pretty well as well. It kind of started that, and then he always used to like tell me about his like violin and stuff like that, and I was like, well, Grizz is doing saxophone and like dub, why don't we try it? And he didn't like the idea at first.
I was actively, I don't know why, I was a completely different person at the time, but yeah, I was just, for some reason, I didn't put 2 and 2 together, and I was already a pretty big Grizz fan by that point. But eventually, he poked and prodded enough to where I was like, all right, and then I'm glad we did it, because I think that sets us apart from a lot of people.
It definitely does. It definitely does.
We love the live instruments, I guess you could say. We obviously love Grizz. We love the funk. We love Daily Bread. We love Sun Squabby. We love Grammatic, of course. We grew up like what's the album? Age of Reason. That was our soundtrack to the beginning of Manthom, Phenace. And we love that funky stuff, but we also love the slimy, disgusting sound design, such as space laces, snails, all the real like ganja white knight, the stuff that makes you make a face. We like that stuff, and we like the funk, and I'd say our ultimate goal is to combine those two into something that no one has ever seen. And I think right now we're slowly but surely, every day, getting closer to finding that sound.
Hell yeah, you guys.
It's pretty nice. Like we do have we have that power to where we could play like a whole set of our just music, like just our music, which is pretty nice to say.
Yeah, it is, honestly. Like coming up with so going back to like the Axe Bar, you guys did this the Goosebumps the Goosebumps like intro or whatever. You guys played that shit. I had that. I swear I heard that, and I was like, man, I was gonna play something that's very similar to that night, and I didn't. And I hear you guys go on and you guys play, and I'm like, wait, what the? Like, you guys like no way, like you guys are doing this right now. So that was a pretty cool thing that you guys did. And I think it's sick that you coming out with the violin, man. And that definitely does, like, you guys do stand out in the aspect. And I think you guys just keep on going with it. You guys thrive it. You guys are killing it. So let me ask, who do you guys love to go back to back with?
I kind of have like 2, if that's cool.
Yeah, say both.
So first is you guys. I don't know if you guys heard of them, but like I'm a big fan of UK like drum and bass and like dub and like Yappa and
UK,
all that.
Dubstep, everything from UK.
Dude,
love
it's beautiful. And like there's a guy that I looked up to a lot. I used to look up his videos, and even they just had one of his buddies like Koki come out to Bass Station. But I would love to go back to back with Scream. Dude, that is one of my like idols, dude. Like I look up all his tutorials and everything, and then my second would honestly have to be would probably have to be like X Mag, because when it comes to like funkiness, I know that they're like a whole band, but like they just like they just touch those like heartstrings of mine, because like when it comes to funkiness, like I know that there's like Grizz and all that dope, but like X Mag just I don't know, man, it just gets me in the chords, you know?
Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah.
That was a good answer, man. I honestly, like, narrowing it down to two, I'm probably going to have to pick something that's on one side and the other. Like, on this side, which would be the funky side, as of right now, I'd probably have to go with Daily Bread. Just because, like, the way he's able to go from soulful, mid-tempo funk to 150 BPM, trapped in this world, like wobs. I admire that greatly. Yeah. And I'd love to be able to see what he could do going from one genre to the other. I would love to see that. I love the way he digs in those crates for those samples.
That'd be
sick. Like I don't know how he does it, but I don't know how he finds the right ones, but I'd love to, just pick his brain on that.
Yeah.
And then,
at the same time.
On the other hand, I'd love to either go back to back with either Space Laces or someone along that caliber of sound design. Like I was saying earlier, just to see what they have and what they have in the vault. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like what they think is unreleasable is probably the best thing we'll ever make, type of thing. Yeah. And I want to hear that. I want to see what they would do, and I want to see what they would. Both of them, I would want to see what they would do in response to us.
Of course, yeah.
You know what I mean,
those are awesome answers, man. Like very, very versatile too. Like that was Those were really good ones. Wow. I wasn't expecting those.
But if DJs, if it's anything besides DJs, we're going to have to go with The Doors.
Yeah, The Doors.
Because that's my all-time favorite band.
Same.
And
like we bonded over that when we first met.
Doing a back-to-back, I don't even know how that would work. But
and Smells, dude.
But yeah, no, doing something with The Doors would be incredible. It's kind of hard now, but just like they've inspired us a lot, for sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So would you say they're your biggest inspirations? Like, what is your guys' biggest inspirations from music? Like, who really just threw it out there for you guys that you're like, wow, like this is like my sound. Like I kind of want to get my sound to like their level.
Right.
So there's actually like, for me. As part of Manthom Phenace, there's like a lot of inspirations, but honestly, one of my biggest there's a couple. One inspiration is like I would have to say is Grizz. I know that's kind of like everybody says Grizz, but like Grizz,
there's a reason
fucking
for that.
Grizz. Like,
yeah, he's literally like the reason that I thought of like violin and funkiness and dub, so like that's honestly like a big inspiration of mine. And honestly, Wu-Tang is also a big inspiration as well, because they're actually the first song I heard with a hip hoppy and violin. The song's called Reunited, and that's also like gave me the idea to be like, yo, like let's try this.
We can do this. Like,
yeah, we can do this.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
And a lot of like inspiration that we get from now is like watching shows. We have like nights where we don't produce at all, and we watch shows like anime shows and stuff together.
We're watching Berserk right now.
Yeah, Berserk right now. Okay. It's like we're having like a night of that, which is really nice. But that's also inspired like one of our first hit ever that literally we made it in his like mom's basement and it blew overnight.
In a week.
We
made it in a week.
Yeah, we made it in a week. But it, like,
it was low effort.
It blew up on SoundCloud after a night. And like, we were watching SpongeBob. It was Tiny Tim episode. And it wasn't the song that was on the episode, but then we were like, oh, let's do Tulips. Let's do something.
Insidious.
Yeah.
We love horror. We're big into horror.
That shit just blew up.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Well, I was gonna say, what would you say is your favorite horror movie?
Hellraiser, all day.
Hellraiser? Oh my god. I remember as a little kid, Hellraiser. I was a little ass kid, and I saw this movie, and you see like the cover of Hellraiser, and you're like, what the fuck? And so I popped it in. I'm like watching it. I'm like, oh my god. Wait, what? I'm like, dude, I'm so young, and looking like that in the movie It fucking terrified me.
Yeah.
Like growing up, I was like, I could like the drain by the bathtub. Like no, not me, not me. I'm not going down there.
I didn't take when I was like 8. I didn't take a bath for like a couple days after that.
I swear to God, same. I was like, if I do want to get like, I can get clean, but like that drain's gotta go. So actually about the violin, man. When did you start playing the violin?
I started when I was around maybe 5-6 years old. My cousins on my mom's side. This is kind of a big part of why I wanted to play the violin as a little kid. My cousin Lydia, shout out Lydia, my cousin Victor, and my cousin Kate, all on my mom's side, they are master violinists, like better than I will ever be. When they were like maybe 10 or 11, they were already playing in China and Carnegie Hall, all over the fucking place. And just like when I was younger, I saw that and I wanted to do that. And like I didn't realize that I couldn't just go into doing that because I was a little kid, and I was really dumb. But like my mom saw how much I wanted to do it, and she pushed me to keep doing it. And when I was younger, I hated it. I absolutely hated playing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star and Seesaw and just like those forever grains in my brain. But I'm glad that I was pushed to keep doing it because eventually I started to like it. Started to do jazz, started to do rock, started to do improv, which when improv came in was around the same time I was starting to get into bass music, which was around 2011, 2012.
Okay.
And then after that, we combined the two. But up until then, it was mostly classical, just your Vivaldis and your Bachs, But after doing that, my teacher from Harper College, Edgar Gabriel, really got me into that. And that was 2011, 2012 was the same time I went to one of my first big bass shows, which was Grizz, Big G, Manic Focus at the Aragon New Year's Eve. And from then on, it was just like, that's all I want to do.
This is your life. Like,
yeah.
This is what
I'm not good at anything. I work in accounting, but I'm not good at anything else. That's all I got,
So, what kind of DAW do you guys use to do all this? Then do you guys use Ableton?
Well, we started in this DAW called Machine by Native Instruments.
It's a DAW, literally that no one ever heard of. When we try to explain it at shows, like they were like, "Wait, what? That's a website?" I'm like, "No, dude, it's an actual DAW." Like,
well, it's the brand Native Instruments Machine. It's more known for they have a beat pad with like 16 pads on it, and like a lot of people use that even for live performance.
Yeah. And
not too many people know that it's also a DAW, and just like that was like a Christmas gift. I said I wanted to produce music, and that's what everyone in my family came together to get me. And
okay.
I started with that, and it seemed like everyone was using FL and Ableton, and nobody else used Machine. So I was doing that for so long. Then I started working in Machine and FL, and now we're primarily in FL, and we're kind of we're getting it together with Ableton. Eventually, hopefully, we'll be fluent in it.
Yeah.
But right now we're working mostly in FL. But yeah, starting with Machine was kind of that kind of set us back a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of the stuff that we learned was applicable to other DAWs.
Yeah.
But I also was completely winging it back in the Machine days. So like last couple of years I've been kind of getting the fundamentals down.
Mm-hmm.
You can't slam dunk without knowing how to dribble.
Right, exactly.
The computer was also like crapping out on us.
It was a 2012 MacBook Pro that recently cut out.
Yeah.
Those things were made to last. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
It was really hard to like use VSTs and stuff with it. So like
Yeah.
we were creating sounds, and like like creating like different wave patterns with it, but we would have to like download other apps to do it and all this. So now like
Well, extra shit.
yeah, a little extra shit.
Yeah.
So now like that we're on Fruity Loops, we could actually use VSTs like Serum and like little Alter Boy and stuff like that. So it's really fun.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
we love that phone.
I think I got like 2 more questions for you guys.
Oh,
Hey.
bring them all.
So who would you guys want to collab with? Like who? I know you guys have all these inspirations and everybody,
Yeah.
but like if you guys could collab with one person each, who would you guys want to do something with? And it doesn't even have to be dubstep.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It doesn't even have to be.
I mean, honestly,
It's a tough question.
I got 2 again. And
You can do 2, man.
honestly, like my bad.
No, you're good, man. Like shit, if you got to, you got to.
Because these are.
Because it's a hard one, man. Because like there's so many people out there, and
Dude, I've had these guys on my mind like for the longest time, and honestly, one is like Snails. As you see from his tattoo, I keep pointing at it. Snails has honestly been like a big inspiration of mine as well, and I don't know, like he always.
Slime.
Yeah, the slime.
We've always been told that we're very slimy.
And
Musically.
Hold on, let me get this out real quick.
Disclaimer.
Yeah, Snails has always been like a straight up go to collab, and like the fact that he was able to like get us on his show, like I was geeking out when I met him. And then
It was very nice.
as we talked earlier, with you and beautiful people over here, I am also like an emo kid, born, will always be an emo kid, and I've always wanted to collab with like Escape the Faith or Sleeping with Sirens or Pierce the Veil on a song or something like that.
Be sick.
That would be so cool.
Yeah,
Like
that
you
would
have
be sick.
screams and like
Yeah.
So that's also like a mish of mine personally.
Okay. Oh yeah. I hope you get it, man. I hope you guys get that.
Those are Fire Jordans, man.
Hey, thank you.
Oh, yeah. I can appreciate a good pair of.
Oh hell yeah! Thank
Good
you.
pair
Oh, your turn.
I mean, shit. As of recently, I mean, this is gonna. If anyone on the internet is watching and hears me say this, they might make fun of me. But I've been watching a lot of Jacob Collier lately.
Oh.
That man is very, very talented. I
Okay.
believe he has perfect pitch, and I've just been watching him do improv, and the way he does it is so fluid and just like so thoughtful that I would love to see what we could do together.
That'd be interesting.
As far as current artists go,
That's beautiful.
I would love to see what me and Bach could do.
Okay.
Like Mozart and all those wig wearing motherfuckers. I think it could be something awesome.
Okay.
I mean they're gods. You know what I mean?
100%.
But like if we were in the same room and we were sparking up a joint or something, we would talk about some funny stuff. I think we'd vibe.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. So last thing, do you guys have anything coming out soon? Any shows? Any things other than they are playing at Summer's Camp? Other than that, do you guys have anything that you want to promo for this video or anything? Anything coming out soon?
Yeah, we're currently working on an EP. Also working on some collabs. One with our boy Josh Teed.
Yeah.
He's a very talented bass violinist, I like to call it. It's kind of a new thing. There's only 2 of us so far. Got a collab with our boy Josh T. Got a collab with our boy 2020. See her wearing the hat over there.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
He's awesome.
2020, let's go.
And our boy Byron and Wood 2020.
Oh yeah, Byron, the sax guy. He's awesome guy, awesome sax player. Got an EP we're working on as well. Hopefully gonna get that out pretty soon. Just doing some last minute tweaks.
Okay.
And we're talking to a bunch of people all over the place about shows. So hopefully it's looking like we're gonna be doing some traveling.
Oh, sweet,
Yeah.
sweet.
Oh yeah.
We also do have Big Fan Music Festival coming up as well.
Yes, big fan. We love the Big Fan Music
Yeah,
Festival.
it's gonna be,
When is that?
It's its second year ever. But the first year. or third year. I'm sorry, third year. I apologize. And it's literally I would say in August, right?
Usually August, September.
August, September,
Okay.
right around there. But they're starting to like even get more and more and more acts. And the guy that founded it, he's actually he actually helps us a lot with talking to people and like teaching us about networking and stuff.
Okay.
So
Cool.
his name's Andrew Martin. He's a cool guy.
Shout out.
Yeah. So that's like that's a big thing, and yeah, I'm pretty
Fuck
excited.
yeah. You guys. All right. So this has been WooKaLow TV, and I've been here with Manthom Phenace. It's been a wonderful fucking night with you guys. Catch them at Summer Camp 2023 at the Illumination Stage. Be there, be square. Have a good night, guys. Peace.
Bye.